Okay, now the fourth one is communicate what is going on. This is one of the most important but underrated values of leadership. Autocratic leadership, communication one way. Democratic leadership, communication two ways. If management fail to articulate or fail to communicate what is the vision of the organization, where it is going, what the strategy is, what the plan of management are, it will never get it by employees or customers. It would be a loosely coupled relationship under a constant threat of breaking down. Think about your politicians in your own country. Are there any strikes going on in your country?
Walkout Wednesday, protesting over pay, jobs and conditions. 500,000 workers across the country, including civil servants, university lecturers, train drivers and teachers. Absent from lessons, Huda Benamuda. She teaches programming, but says the difference between her wages and the cost of living doesn't compute.
It is difficult, the heating at winter and all of this. I cut my gym membership, and I'm just worried, what else do I have to do in the future if things keep getting that bad, really?
Has there been a breakdown in communication? And what about advertisements you may see on television? They inform, yes. They remind, yes. But do they persuade you to buy? Do they enhance the value of the product?
Yo, some people think it don't make sense that I'm a horse whisperer. Fancy prance, yo! But you know what else don't make sense? Buy. I mean, it's good for you, but still somehow tastes amazing. Sideways fancy prance, you heard? Yeah. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop. Yo, I just whispered all of y'all. Too easy.
Buy. 5 calories, antioxidants, and tastes amazing. None of this makes sense.
When your cable company keeps you on hold, you get angry. When you get angry, you go blow off steam. When you go blow off steam, accidents happen. When accidents happen, you get an eye patch. When you get an eye patch, people think you're tough. When people think you're tough, people want to see how tough. And when people want to see how tough, you wake up in a roadside ditch. Don't wake up in a roadside ditch. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV.
Inform, persuade, enhance, remind. How good is their communication? Or do you look at the advertisement and you think, what is the message? Or what a waste of money? Or bet that costs a lot and I bet that's reflected in the prices. So think about what is being communicated. And communication and articulation of vision, of principles, of strategy, of tactics to the workforce, to the potential customers is all part of management and is all part of leadership. The last one of these 5 books from this Business Thinkers book is sharing your profits with your people. Now, when we're talking about people, we're talking about stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders in a business? We've got customers, competitors, you've got to compete fairly, government economic strategy, local government, suppliers, logistics or any components of the supply chain, employees, trade unions, the locality. These are all the people who have a vested interest, or organizations who have a vested interest in your business. And share your profits with your people. Organizations who believe in collective growth, profit sharing, are the ones who will build a long, enduring and successful business. Think about the football clubs in your country. Maybe they spend 30 million, maybe 50, maybe $100 million or pounds on a new player. What if they spent that money on providing homes for the homeless, and then gave free tickets to all the people they provided those homes for. Certainly in the UK, £100 million could buy, oh, what are we thinking? Let's say 500 homes perhaps. Let's say 450, and the remaining cash for administration and allocating of the houses and making sure the people who were living there were well kept and maintained the house. So let's say 450 houses. And let's say that was 900 people, just for the sake of this discussion. That's 900 people off the streets. It's not many as a percentage of the total, but think of the benefits to society. And think also of the enormous goodwill that football club would therefore create. Why don't they do it? Maybe not 100 million, why not say just 1 million? And in 1 million you could home or house maybe 10 people. You get good publicity and you would have done the right thing. Something that's good for society, good for the locality.
I actually began with Crisis at Christmas. That was the very first thing I ever got involved in. How was this year? Demand up, as those figures that we spotted in the newspapers just a couple of days ago suggesting it is on the rise and it is deeply worrying. What did that event tell you?
Yeah, so homelessness is definitely on the rise. We did have some good years through the pandemic, actually, where we saw numbers go down, but they're going up again. This is the very sharp end of the cost of living crisis, as you can imagine. And Crisis operates services all year round, as you know, so 10,000 people will come to us. But over the winter period, and particularly Christmas, we'll open various centres, including hotels, and some of them are still running. We're running them till the end of January this year. Yeah. And one of the reasons for that is there's so many people needing help. And as soon as we opened our doors in our hotels, the waiting list was double the number of people that we could see. And it is really unlike anything I've seen in recent years in terms of the numbers coming to us.
And that's all part of spiritual leadership or spirituality in leadership. Benefiting others, sharing the profits to your people, and your people really are everybody, all the stakeholders, all of society. We are all one species. Let's move on to the next lecture.